Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
Right on, and welcome to the Dr. Bone Show. And today, my guests are Cascadia Faultline. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello there, good evening.
So, first off, Marcus, this question is more for you. I know you've jumped around through a few bands over the past couple of years. What kind of made you just finally decide on this one? This one you're going to go with it. You're just that much more into than the other ones.
You know what, Rob? The bass player in this band got me into a band which I won't name.
Okay.
And he wanted to do some shoegazy similar to the stuff I'm obviously in, and he sort of nurtured me and said, "I've robbed this woman called Rachel, who's our singer, and she's really good." So now I put an advert out and found Joe, who just sort of was the missing piece really, and we started writing music, and it just came like one rehearsal. We had Paper Stars done, and you could tell there was a bit of magic to it, more than just being in a band sort of thing. So yeah, that's what made me sort of join this and get it going, and push it a bit more than I normally would. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like just by the time you guys gel together a lot quicker. So I mean that's usually a good thing. I mean, if you gel together that quickly, then I would agree with that's definitely something to go with. Now, music wise, dream pop, indie, what kind of well, not influences, but what kind of drives you for this type of music in specific? Like, what kind of makes you think, we want to make some music that it's really tripped out, but it's not quite psychedelic, and it's not quite this kind of like the in between.
What was that, guys?
I said with you guys being classified as dream pop.
Yeah.
I said, with that being said, what kind of gave you the idea of kind of to go with this kind of, we'll call it specific genre of music that kind of really kind of stood out for you? It's like, this is stuff I want to create.
Let me answer it. I think what it is with this band is there's a fusion of different influences. My main influence is New Model Army and Joy Division, whereas Rachel's is like Kate Bush and stuff like that. Marcus is more James, and Joe has a bit of jazz about him, so we've kind of fused everything together, if you know what I mean.
Right.
The time we've got, but keeping sort of along that sort of dream pop route, we have got songs that kind of diverse a bit from it, but they've still got the sort of bit in there, the dream pop bit.
Right. No, I'm just curious because it's always something that kind of stands out to me when people decide to go, well, not necessarily a specific genre, but just a genre that I may not have initially expected, or just their spin on it. Because, I mean, there are other, obviously, kind of dream pop / shoegaze bands out there, but you guys tend to nail it more than they do. I mean, as far as like a fuller sound goes, and it just, like I said, that really kind of stuck out to me right away. And I've played Paper Stars quite a few times, and that one has gotten good reviews, and I'm just waiting to hear more, because I know you guys have been working on a bunch of music right now. So what's your next step? What are you in the process of doing right now at the moment?
I'll pass on to Rachel for you.
We're coming up with songs fairly every day sometimes, so I think we're quite prolific at writing. So, and we've all come from different backgrounds, so musically things. Because I come from singer-songwriter, kind of folky pop background, so I get my teeth something a bit more substantial here with a band, so I really enjoy that.
Very cool. No, no, Rachel, how is it for you? I mean, well, let's put it this way. The other bands have you been in? Have they all been female fronted and just the rest are guys, or how's that work for you?
To be honest, I've never actually been in a band before. I've only ever done solo stuff, so this is actually my first band. It's quite exciting for me because I've never had this experience before. So, yeah, it's all good.
You know what she did, right? One was the first rehearsal when we were doing Paper Stars, right? I thought she didn't really like us. She just went and sat in the corner. And I was like, oh, going home, you know, getting a backpack. Little did I know she was actually writing like Paper Stars lyrics out. And she come back and then sang it. It's quite funny, like, when you think, oh, like when you have that first like rehearsal, did they like it? Did they not have it into it? I just remember seeing it all happening. Going home, back it or anything.
Yeah, I was very inspired by the music that we created, so it was easy to sit down and write some lyrics.
Yeah, Paper Stars was started with a bass line. It was my bass line, then Joe joined in. I'll let Joe tell you more about it. Oh, yeah, Paper Stars, yeah. It was sort of like, because I play like little bits of also, so sort of, it was sort of three notes rolling around, so I just figured like a bunch of inversions out for those three chords. So it's ended up with like the three root notes, but then in total it's probably like 9 or 10 chords dotted throughout the song, just in different places, different variations. And that was sort of like, it's really cool when you can sort of get that little, like sort of the ground bass in place. It gives you a lot of creative work from me as a guitarist kind of thing, to create a bit of variation. And when you've got that sort of bass in place on a song, then it's all the spaces at the top of the words and the lyrics and the vocals and things, and it's, you know, with the four of us in there, it really works very well.
Well, that being said, I mean, I know you guys have been together a short period of time, roughly since December 2016. Now, do you guys have a specific formula that's worked for you so far as like the creation process goes? Like, do you each bring something to the table, or is it kind of like individual and then you kind of all bring it together?
It's weird. I mean, it's all of it really. Like she'll come with some songs that she sort of done at home, and then we'll turn them into shoegaze ones and dream pop. And then some like they're just done in this room, like we're in, and we just sort of play around with them and jam it out, and then Rachel takes it away, splits all the stuff out of it, and then comes back with a great song.
No, that process is always interesting because everybody's got their own formula for it, and everyone is different. Obviously there's some similarities, but there are differences along the way that kind of works best for certain people in certain bands. Because I mean, anything can happen, and it's always better when the band can collaborate as a whole, as opposed to one person kind of driving everything. Just because you get the different inputs and the different influences.
I tend to find myself a bit of a Brian Wilson and stuff. I'm in the middle of it and say, no, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And some songs will listen to me, some won't. It's bossy. I sort of sit there going, no, I've got this, and I know it, because I can't play guitar at all, and if I could, it'd just be like doing loads of songs, because we've got like loads of ideas in the head, but I just have to sit on the drums and say, a guitarist sometimes. It's strange, because a lot of our stuff actually does start from the bass guitar, just playing different notes and stuff like that. We've just done it earlier on there. We just came out with a tune there, just out of the bass line. I've been playing bass for quite some time. I bought my first ever bass I bought off a guy called Gav Patrick up in Perth in Scotland. And it was the worst bass you've ever seen. It was a Columbus short scale, and it was painted with Dulux paint. It looked awful, but I tell you what, it played well. No, it's long gone, unfortunately. It really was a bunch, man.
Well, a lot of times we'll call it the crappier instruments that you first get end up being such good ones, just because it's got such a unique sound to it that you wouldn't hear on an expensive one. Okay. Well, no, I was just saying, just like I said, just like the cheaper instruments sometimes usually can end up being even better than the more expensive ones, just because of different sounds and that sort of thing.
Like, you can get a really cheap, long-standing one, and find that the jangly sound and the sound a lot nicer and a lot fresher than the paved, like Fender did sort of end of it. you know, I think that it's almost like we're quite lucky because Joe has it stretched with a rock damp, which makes it amazing sound. Like, so any sort of thoughts we have are covered by nice sort of little overtunes. So yeah, we're quite lucky that way.
Right on. Well, we're going to take a quick little break here, and we're going to listen to Paper Stars. This is Cascadia Faultline. Dig this.
Make a wish on a paper star, carry you so far. Silver traces, open spaces, stretching out in the dark. The cut-out stars shine where you are, making shapes. Paper Make a trace of a paper star, place within the sky. Hold 'em up to your heart, keeps us both inside. Cut out stars, shine where you are, making shapes. Paper illuminate the Make a wish on a paper star, carry you so far, right where you are. We'll illuminate the dark. We'll illuminate the dark, right where you are. Wish on a paper star, carry you so far.
Right on. That was Cascadia Faultline with Paper Stars. Now, this tune, I mean, I know you got 2 tunes out right now on your Bandcamp, and you know what? This one was the one you sent me, and like I said, it got a lot of good feedback.